What is up, the world of the living? My name is Lex, and welcome back to Astroneer. My friends, in the previous episode we activated the crap out of the moon, and today I think we would start by activating the the Terran planet as well. Silva, welcome to the club. No bloody idea what this does, but I sure feel accomplished now that I added you to the list. Alright, I'm actually here for on a little bit of a mission. I wanted to teleport all the way to the wait. Yeah, here it is. It's just passing through. I wanted to teleport all the way to the moon, just so I can start work on my moon base. You see, moon has Wolfram. I want Wolfram, and to do the Wolfram, I will have to set up a mining base on the moon itself. Holy crap! Look at all of that resin just floating away. You go, resin. You go. Alright, let's see. One of the nodes already has all of my beginning materials, but it does not have a source of air at the moment. Meaning, oh no, wait, it does. That is weird. I thought it didn't. But still, even though we already have the beginnings of the base here, we still don't have any of the basic conveniences, including, mind you, a proper source of oxygen, because while the small shuttle works just fine, I will need an oxygenator in it. And an oxygenator will provide, basically allow us to connect the base itself to oxygen grid and expand the oxygen grid beyond just the base, which is kind of essential when you want to go on the ground, even if you want to go on the ground the way I want, on cars. So, for the first time, I'm just dropping all of this off, except for zinc. I will need some zinc, and leaving back for the Silva, where I already have prepared a number of materials and contraptions that will be useful in our quest. So, back to the center of the planet, then back to the space outpost, then back to the Earth planet. Holy crap, that is a lot of steps just to teleport from point A to point B. Okay, let's see what I have prepared. We got one trailer, two trailer, tractor, and medium storage, just so I don't have to gather as much flipping compound in the moon. Actually, now that I think about it, can I issue another medium storage, please? I really don't want to be gathering compound. Oh, it's not compound, it's resin. Whatever. We got a platform, because platforms. We got some copper, because moon does not have copper, as far as I remember. We got, yeah, that's about it. I should make an oxygenator, now that I think about it. And I'm not sure, will it? Oh yeah, it's ceramic and aluminum. I can afford it, but more importantly, it will fit in my pocket, which is something that is most important with this situation. So, oxygenator me. And do I want a big medium wind turbine? Yeah, why not? But I'm pretty sure at this point I'm reaching the capacity of me being able to carry materials. And that is what's kind of inconvenient about this entire situation. I really want to go to the moon conveniently. And at this point, between the storage capacity and having to click like 1,000 times before I'm teleported to the moon, it really does feel like just using a flipping shuttle will be much more convenient, even though it will eat up so many resources. On top of that, I also grabbed this, and that is zinc. Something we spent only the entirety of the previous flipping episode gathering. No worries though, it is here for a reason, and it is here for a reason in 2 exemplars. You see, we will be today working on essentially this exact same thing. A mineshaft going into the core of the planet on an angle that you can slide on, and wide and big enough for a car to pass through. And now naturally, because we have that medium solar up there, or at the very least we have some medium medium wind turbines, we probably will not have a shortage of energy, meaning that I can use the modifiers for the gun, which I have not yet used. Particular, I wanted to create myself a wide mode. Wide mode obviously makes the gun just bigger, and it's incredibly convenient because of that. So gimme. And if I just put it on the gun directly, yep, just look at it. Look how much bigger it is. I mean, yeah, it eats power like crazy, but it saves so much time by just being bigger and much faster to dig. Now, another mode that I really wanted was not the narrow, although narrow is great, but I wanted the alignment mode and terrain analyzer too, to be completely honest. So we might chip in for the terrain analyzer. Why? Because, once again, I don't want to just have all of my bases in the open. I want my bases on in some sort of buildings. And for that, clearly alignment mode is just brilliant. Because it allows you, if you want to craft one, it allows you to easily create flat surfaces. Both vertically, horizontally, any upside down, sideways, any way you want. Like, check this out. I go here, and it just directly downwards. And it goes for flipping forever. And then I can go zoop, and I don't have any canisters, so it don't gonna happen. Basically, it's great for base building, is what I'm trying to convey here. But I still want the terrain analyzer, because that's the one that allows me to paint. And Desolo is colorful, but it's like gray to orange colorful. Okay, terrain analyzer will have to wait because, well, it's 2000 flippin' byte-runis, and we don't have that kind of cash right now. But look at this. Turns out the moon is full of research items. They're basically everywhere in here. Like, look at this and that and there. All we have to do is create a research chamber, and we'll be perfectly fine. We'll be golden. And hey, we do have a giant platform to kind of go for it, so we will be able to do this. Okay, dokie. So for now, let's just conserve our bytes, hold on to our butts, and try to assemble something. Try to assemble a proper base away from base. Home away from home. Me away from me. Holy crap, I should not be making this much of a mess out of it, but whatever, I am. Okay, first and foremost, oxygenator. Can't breathe if you can't breathe. That is generally how these things go. And oh my god, I already feel so much better just being here. And also, hey, my canisters. Yoink, 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 yoink. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, dokie. Now, what else? What else? Oh yeah, power grid. We do still have this small solar and this medium one just laying around in here. I have no idea where this medium one came from, so don't quote me on that. But I am a little bit concerned about the lack of proper sun access, really. This Wally, it's constantly in the shadow of the big mountains surrounding it. So I think we'll have to move deeper into this giant crater and just hope that an asteroid doesn't hit it, because that's how craters are made. Okay. Medium solar, this panel with the smeltery. Won't need it just now, but the panel itself is very useful. Very, very, very useful. And now that I have kind of sorted out, we have the medium solar over here, we have the tiny solar over there, we have the oxygenator running. The moment I've been so much waiting for. Let's get our little train of things. This is going to be absolutely amazing, because we are finally getting a way to kind of mass deliver stuff. And yeah, sure, we will need a giant, chute for it to drive through. But just even having it here sounds like a great plan. Sounds like a great idea. Okay. Actually, it needs to be powered up just a little bit first. And we will hook it up to the panel with the medium solar. But first we will sadly have to actually move it there. So I would need to, alright. And you go here. And do I still have my medium storage somewhere? Oh yeah, I do. I do. Get onto the thing. Onto the thing. There we go. Ah, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it nice? Now imagine driving this through the mine shaft and using it to deliver all of the goodies. Several inventories worth of material in just one trip. That's life. That's life for you. Okay. Now, to apply my wide mode and dig out a giant, absolutely giant road for it to drive on. If only I had enough power to do that, but you know. Oh, you were spinning just now. Okay, I've reached first cave, so we're going in. And oh my god, I am not holding any buttons, I'm just gliding along. Turns out if you're ready to slide, then your car will slide with you. It's fine. Oh my, I just realized I have no bloody idea whether or not this car actually can drive back up this slope. But it seems alright, so yeah. He's hopping. And I guess the slope is big enough for me to kind of not lose it, if anything. Now, we are on the lookout, obviously, for tungsten, which is why we're here. But is that literally it? Is that Wolfram? Is that literally Wolfram? Yes! We found it! Congratulations, everyone! Expedition over, I suppose? Holy poop! I was like, I'm gonna go to the moon. I'm gonna get full inventory worth of Wolfram. It's gonna take forever. Like, we'll have a whole episode on a mining adventure. It's gonna be fun. And then I just find it right around the first corner. That's amazing. That's delightful. But I do need, sadly, some of the good old boring resources, because I still want to see just how much more bytes moon materials, moon research can bring when compared to the regular research. And just to make it all more confusing, I found this thing called Jasper Bishop. Guess you could play chess on a grid like that. It says recreational item. I'm gonna call you not Jasper, Janice. You're gonna be Janice Bishop. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Anyway, Wolfram. Oh, this is nice. This feels great. Look at this. We got a whole inventory, like 8 slots and plus 2 slots and plus everything I'm carrying. Imagine if this train would be longer. Oh, I absolutely do have to. I have to look up. I have to get even more carts attached to this thing, because this bulk production, that's what I'm all about. But let's see. Now I'm thinking, how do I transfer it all back to the Terra? If at all, like, I could potentially just set up a base over here and just use it, except that they don't have any copper, so any copper will be mined back on the Terra, on the not Terra, I keep calling it Terra because that's the type of the planet, on Terran, as in Earth-like. You know what? Let's just do a little bit of research and look it up. Large shuttle, titanium alloy X2, ceramic X2. We did found that one titanium alloy. No, wait, that was aluminum. Never flipping mind. Yeah, this is late game. We won't be able to pull a lot around. But hey, we can always make a small shuttle and put a bunch of stuff on top of it. Well, at the moment, I'm on my everlasting quest for compound. because compound is basically the base building material. But at the same time, look what I found. Turns out that these jets of air that we found last time not only launch you into the air, but if you dig them up, sometimes they have these glowing research bits under them. And that looks super interesting. So I can't wait to crack one of those open and see what happens. Because it says that it's compatible with the research station. And moon stuff gotta cost more. Moon stuff gotta cost more. I just wanna know exactly how much. And exactly how much more. So, yeah. Didn't get quite a full inventory of compound. Not yet. But close enough. Let's get back to base. Wherever it was. Oh yeah, that is. Yay! I found a giant glowing cube that was basically impossible to miss. I feel so accomplished now. I also found this Jasper Queen, and I'm just doing a wild guess here, but I'm pretty sure these are just here for, you know, collectible. I'm pretty sure they have no other purpose other than something for people to do when they're bored on the moon, because moon looks sure boring. Okay. This thing froze up because there's no electricity. But of course. Okay, the research chamber says that just this bit of moon research has 1,000 bytes in it. As far as I can tell, I'm not sure I can read this interface right. I don't want to pull it out just yet, though I do want to compare it to other ones I found, because this one seems more expensive. These ones were found basically on the surface, so they should be way cheaper. And all we need for what we're trying to do is just 2,000. It's not that much. Where is it? That is the zinc terrain analyzer. I don't actually know if I have any zinc, or how am I gonna get all of this cool loot back home, for that matter. But I guess we will live and learn or something. Yeah, all of this tungsten not gonna fit into my inventory. So while this thing here was researching everything, I was kind of experimenting with the alignment mode, and it's actually quite interesting. Check this out. First and foremost, I really did kind of mess myself over by building the skull without it, because this thing is super convenient. The Alt allows you to just make a vertical plane, and then if you just hold Control, you can flatten it out. More importantly, if it's far away from you at a certain area, it is super easy to create a sphere around your character, like this. Meanwhile, if it's close to you like this, you can easily create a plane. A very flat area that will be perfectly level and work just fine. This is super convenient. This is super convenient, and I have no idea how I did not discover it before. It is super cool, and it's on top of that, like, this function of the plane being far away from you actually allows you to be able to create spheres really easily, just to measure them to begin with, for example. So yeah, I look forward to coming back and trying something with it. But right now, I just wanted to research this terrain analyzer here, smelt up a little bit of zinc with me, and I think we'll be going home to try and grab the exact color, because I already kind of know how the terrain analyzer works. And I entirely forgot what I came here for, which was, mind you, tungsten. I'm just gonna grab as much as I can carry. Terrain analyzer, let's go! Also, I brought tungsten, but I have no idea what I brought it for. I remember now that I probably needed it for the chemistry station, right? Because chemistry station is chemistry station. Let me look it up. Chemistry station is over here. Chemistry lab, ceramic, glass, tungsten. Oh yeah, that is it. That is it. I'm pretty sure I even can do it right now. Well, not right now, because the research is not there yet. But If I just research it, I should be able to. But let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic. Terrain analyzer. Something that I will want to use for no reason whatsoever. So, as far as I remember, terrain analyzer. Oh, I can toggle it. Detects and isolates terrain colors, meaning that first and foremost we need to fill it in with a particular color. And I might be talking out of my butt because I haven't tried it in forever. Okay, let's try just blue, alright? Here it goes, here it goes. No, that's purple. Keep filling on blue, keep filling on blue, and done? Done. Done. Alright. Let's try fixing the top now. What if we start building? We can't because I have no canisters, because of course I don't, because I left all of them on the moon, so to free up space for tungsten, which I don't really need. Okay. Better yet. Here goes the thing, here goes another thing. Let's see if I use it now. Oh, this is such a nice color. Blue was a perfect choice. Look at it. It's so bright, so vibrant. On the desolate moon, on the colorless desert of it, this will look just absolutely beautiful. Except it also eats power like a gun. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna have a full palette of it. You know what? I decided. Move out. I'm gonna have just this area here. No, this here will be my little palette of terrain analyzers. I'll get myself a ton of zinc. I'm gonna put it all into terrain analyzers, and I'm gonna just gather every color I want, every color I need, every color available in the game. Probably giant waste of time and resources. But darn it, I want to be able to paint the world. Pixel arts, everyone. Paintings. It's gonna be so cool. So, do I or do I not want green? Let's start with purple first. Purple feels more regal, more interesting. The downside to this seems to be that this module just can't dig. Period. Unless it's filling up. So once it's filled up, you can either build new stuff or erase what you just built with the same color, but not any other one. Which is an interesting way of filtering it out, which is, yeah, I gotta admit. But now I just can't stop thinking about painting something just giant-sized on the moon. So big it could be rendered from down here. I don't think that's possible, to be completely honest. Not even with the wide mode. No, I don't think. But we can, at the very least, create something thematically appropriate and maybe very interesting. Let's get back to the moon, guys. Oh, what to do, what to do. Okay. Get the normal mode, and we should be able to just... Yeah. And maybe... Oh, this is definitely not my best painting. Definitely not one of my best ones. Let's see. If we now... Oh, yes. See, we've made a hole in the canvas, made already out of the color that we want to use. And now we're just evening it out with white. And it's working. Promise. A little bit. It's working a little bit. Let's put it that way. Wow, I have no idea how people successfully pixel art anything in this game. If they successfully pixel art anything in this game. But look at that! It's coming together! No, it really does. I mean, in a way. Okay, look, it's wonky. It's wonky as all get out. I'm not even gonna pretend that there isn't like a lot, that this couldn't be made a lot better. But still, I think it's nice. I think it's doable. It's something. It's a good beginning for what we're trying to do here. Alright. Filled this one in. Let's see. Made a hole. Turned off the blue one. And even it out with the blue. Ah. Now we're talking. I mean, could still use a nose, I suppose. But I was hoping to recreate, instead of just a skull, the skull that you get when you die. The dead Astroneer skull. But I'm guessing that this is not gonna be possible on this scale whatsoever, because, well, so far we got something not really representative of the final product. Okay, let's see. Oh no, the nose was a mistake. The nose was a mistake. And now if we remove all of the scaffolding I made and run off and turn around. Oh. Oh man, the compression does a number on it. Oh, I forgot that in this game the compression, just the render distance is finicky and wonky. So I guess that's why people don't generally try to actually pixel art or paint anything, because it will kinda turn incredibly ugly if you don't do it on a big enough scale. Like, look at this atrocity. Well, at the very least we created our own flag here on the moon. I wonder what it looks like from the other side. Oh, it's not good. Oh, it's weathered. Oh, it's ugly. It's uggo. But you know what? I'm okay. It's a beginning. It's the beginning of something beautiful. It's a beginning of me being able to literally paint my worlds. And look at my world. Look at it coming into view. As if it was rolling down to roll me like they promised in the Smash Mouth. Oh well. I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. We got enough tungsten to last us a lifetime. We established a mining operation here on the moon, and we got more research that I can pile through. Mostly because I don't have nearly enough electricity. To think about it, remember the idea of having a giant belt of solar panels? That seems so much more doable here on the moon, because the planet is pretty much walkable. I think I could just walk around it, and therefore I could probably create a giant belt of solars, but that's a big project, and I'll grind for it between videos. For now, that's gonna be it for today. So thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been ZloyXP, this has been Astroneer, to be continued. Have a good one, bye bye.